Hello everyone. Our team is Group 4. Our topic is developing a secure medical record system using Hyperledger Fabric with enhanced encryption and improved access control. Let's start from Zhangjie.
Okay, this week I have been focused on the Chinko development and deployment. First, I successfully dockerized the user server and deployed to our server. This process involved containing the application to ensure that it can run consistently across any computing environment, which is crucial for our maintaining and the reliability and scalability of our service. Second, I complete the development of Chin code for medical information records, as well as corresponding smart contracts. This development was complemented by setting up the necessary environment configuration and creating compile scripts. Third, I managed to deploy simple Chin codes on the cloud server. This task involved uploading an initial predefined Chin code to our cloud environment, which helps in testing and ensures that our blockchain network functions as expected. Lastly, I conduct a code review of the medical controller. During the review, I resolved conflicts and successfully merged and updated codes into the development branch. This is a crucial step in maintaining the code. Okay, the next week, I will focus on some improvements like the performance and the Chin code, finish our Chin code development. So that's everything for today. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, it's my turn. Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. So for this week, the backend team focused on addressing data management and system architecture issues. Initially, the sensitive data such as user information and the medical records were directly stored in MyCircle, which lacked the encryption and immutability benefits provided by Hyperledger Fabric's chain code. Additionally, there are challenges with data synchronization between chain code and MyCircle, particularly in managing user information and status, as well as ensuring efficient permission control. Performance was also a main concern since frequent chain code calls added significant overhead and caching was underutilized. So the primary issue arose from an initial assumption that the chain code would only store a URL or reference that points to detailed information stored in MyCircle. This approach would have meant that sensitive user data, such as personal information and medical records, will be stored outside the blockchain in MyCircle with the chain code merely acting as a pointer. However, this setup lacks the security and immutability advantages provided by storing data directly within the chain code and Hyperledger Fabric. Since MyCircle does not inherently provide the same level of encryption and tamper resistance as blockchain, sensitive data stored solely in MyCircle would be more vulnerable. Storing the actual data directly in chain code rather than just a URL reference ensures that sensitive data benefits from blockchain's encryption, immutability, and access control. To resolve this, we will redesign the chain code interaction interfaces by integrating the Hyperledger Fabric SDK into the backend, enabling direct chain code crowd operations through backend APIs. Specifically, I will incorporate the SDK into medical record service, allowing RESTful API calls via medical record controller to interact with the chain code for managing medical records. For non-sensitive data, such as the account status and role information, we will optimize storage in MyCircle for efficiently querying. Expanded queries in user service now provide the front end with a streamlined access to the user information, and it will improve backend efficiency. For next week, after chain code development is complete, hopefully, our focus will shift to thorough chain code testing and error handling. We'll aid comprehensive comprehensive crowd test cases in medical record contract test to verify the reliability of all business logic. Additionally, we will implement error logging for SDK interactions, which will help identify issues related to network and permissions and ensure the front end receives clear feedback when chain code interactions fail. To maintain consistency between chain code and MySQL data, we also plan to implement a peer-radio synchronization mechanism. If we have enough time, this will ensure the updates to user status or rules are reflected correctly across both systems, preserving the data integrity. And this is for my part. Thank you.
Okay, next is Changhong.
Okay, last week I submitted the first version of chain code in my branch to GitHub, which includes basic functions such as initializing a ledger, as well as creating, retrieving, updating, and deleting records on the blockchain, but this version still has bugs. This week, I am continuing with the chain code. I'm working on testing, editing, and updating it so that it runs smoothly. I have discussed the problems with team members, but it is still gonna take a great deal of time on it. Next week, I'm going to keep on working on the code by discussing with team members and searching for materials online. I plan to final the next version. That's my plan. Thank you.
Thank you. Next is Jiang Huan.
Hi everyone. Last week I completed development of the doctor and patient list pages and pushed the code to GitHub. This week our front end team is focusing on the detail page where I'm responsible for the developing of the documents tab. This tab includes both a static view mode and editable mode, structured into 3 sections: medical reports, and lab and imaging reports, and surgical reports. The medical reports and surgical report sections allow file uploads directly from the local device. In edit mode, doctors can hover over the uploaded files to access icons for view, edit, and delete. While in the view mode, both doctors and the patients see views and download icons. The lab and imaging report section is designed as a table to display relevant data. For my plan next week, we will continue developing the detail page. If everything proceeds smoothly, we will begin backend API integration and add pop-up dialogues based on the permission controls. All the processes on track, so there's no risks on this time. Thank you.
Thank you. For the MediTracker website, last week we have finished the workspace layout. This week we are in the process of developing the patient and doctor detail page. The detail page has 3 tabs: overview page, file attachments, and shared records. The overview page displays patient information. I'm developing the overview patient information page, which is modularly designed into 3 sections: general information, diagnosis and treatment, and prescribed medication. Each module requires the development of both a static view and an editable view, which includes components such as drop-downs, input fields, and date pickers. After editing, the page will validate required information upon submission, displaying an error if validation fails. Next week, based on this week's process, we will continue developing the page or start working on the shared record tab. All the above is our work this week. Thank you very much. We have finished.
Thank you.
Thank you.